such a... All right, so just come on up into standing, and if you've got a ball, the ball is optional, but grab the ball and just pop it between your knees. And you're just going to start, just roll forward and toes on your feet. Just find that mid. Oh, no, that's not working. Just rocking forward and back on your feet. A little bit of pressure on the ball. And just finding that mid position. So start to just roll your shoulders, lengthen up nice and tall from the crown of your head. Think about opening up the chest, rolling the shoulder blades down. And then find that mid position of the foot. So just standing, a little soft bend in the knees, squeezing the ball, but just bring your awareness to your foot. So you should try and feel some weight around the whole foot. So the big toe, the little toe, the heel. So if you're rolling in on your big toes, just lift your arches softly and just find a nice central spot. And then holding that there, we're just going to take a breath in, breathing out, coming down. So breathing in, lift the arms up, breathing out, coming down. And as you come down, you're doing a little squat. So remember when we squat, the butt goes back. Okay, so I'm not coming too far forward on my knees like this. Take it back. Back, like you're trying to sit your bottom down on the chair behind. Nice big deep breaths. That's it. Four more. Last one. And then we're going to hold the squat. So come back down into the squat and bring your arms forward and just hold that there. See if you can sit back in your heels now. So take your weight backwards. Even see if you can lift your toes up and play the piano with your toes. So just the toes, roll the toes out. Lift the arms up to the ceiling and just hold that there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Come on up. Take the ball out. Just pop the ball down for a second. We're just going to do some balance work. So you're going to start on one leg, anchor down into that leg, and then you're going to do a little bit of hip flexion. So just lift the leg up. So try to stay, if you can, up nice and tall on one leg. You might need to find a focal point with your eyes to look at. Lengthen up out of the hips. Okay, 4 more. Just a little tap down with the foot, then hold it there, take it out to the side. So slide it away like you're skating. So keep that weight on that leg and just toes touching. If you can't slide on your mat, come off your mat as long as you don't slip. Slide it out. Slide it out. So take that weight into one leg. For 4 more. Keep the chest up. Roll the shoulder blades down. And now take it back behind you. So take it back, bring it in. Now you can keep your foot on the floor for extra support. If your balance is good and you want to challenge it a little bit further, take your foot off the floor. Just a little push back and bring it in. You really have to focus on keeping the body steady. That's it. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Just give the legs both a little shake. And then come on to the other leg. So anchor down with the other leg. Lift up out of your hips so you're not sagging down into it. And just start with a little bit of hip flexion. Just lifting up, slowly lower. A nice, slow, controlled movement. Keep breathing. Nice big deep breaths. Open up the chest. Draw your shoulder blades down towards your back pockets. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And then just make sure you've got some space. Anchor down on that leg, slide, bring it back in. So sort of staying with a little soft bend in the knee. Just take the foot out, bring it back. Slide it out, bring it back. If you can't slide, you can take your foot off the floor and just take the leg out, but trying to stay steady in the weight-bearing leg. That's it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to take it back. So slide or pick it off the floor and just a little extend it back if your balance is good. If it's not, just still challenge with your foot on the floor and making that weight-bearing leg work quite hard. That's it. Chest up. 5 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Give it a little shake. Okay, now take your legs out wide. So your toes are out, knees are out, and come down into a wide squat. So your knees are tracking out over the toes. Keep the chest up nice and tall. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep that breath going. Add a little pulse at the bottom. Come down, pulse, pulse. Squeeze it up. Pulse, pulse. As you come up, squeeze the butt. Squeeze those thigh muscles. That's it. Work. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, just hold it down there and take a side stretch. Just reach, if you can lean on your knee and just reach over, side stretch down through that side body and windmill it over to the other side. Okay, one more little squatting exercise. If you've got your band, just grab your band. You're going to stand on one leg. You need enough range, enough flex in the band so you can lift it up over your head. You're going to be doing a squat, press up. Now, if you've got sore shoulders, option is squat, bicep curl. So anybody whose shoulders don't go up over their head. Otherwise, feet hip width apart. Knees are going to track over the toes. Stick that butt down, out, come down, push up. Down, we've just got 10, that's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Swap legs. Over to the other side. Stand on the band, set yourself up, hip width apart, knees will come over the toes. Don't let the knees roll in. Stick the butt back, come down, push up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And give it a little shake. All right, we're going to just come into some roll downs now to finish off standing. So find that nice central foot position again. Lengthen up nice and tall out of the crown of your head. Take a breath in and then on the breath out, chin to chest, roll it out. One vertebrae at a time, coming down. And then just pause at the bottom. Just hang there for a second. Take a stretch into the hamstrings. Just let your head be heavy and relaxed. Then take a breath in. On the breath out, draw your navel to your spine as you unravel one vertebrae at a time. Coming up, head comes up last. Roll the shoulders. All right, try again. Breath in. On the breath out, chin to chest. And slowly one vertebrae vertebra at a time, take it down. Just as far as you can comfortably, and then just relax into that position, breath in, and just let the head be heavy. One more breath, and then as you breathe out, draw your navel to your spine as you unravel. Coming up, roll the shoulder blades down one more time. We're in your own time, just take a breath in, and then come chin to chest, peel it down. And just hold the bottom. Let the head hang nice, shake it like it's just a little rag doll. And then breath in, breath out, navel to spine as you peel on up. All right, and then you're going to come down into kneeling. Can I turn that off? Are you guys warm enough? Come down into a kneeling position. All right, if you have sore knees and you need a towel or a pillow under your knees, then grab one. Grab your ball. If you've got a ball, the ball is optional. You don't need to have the ball. For those of you at home, if you've got weights nearby, you want to use weights instead. So you're just going to hold the ball, a little bit of pressure on the ball, and we're just going to sit down, lift up, sit down, and lift. Now, even as I lift my arms up overhead, I'm mindful of drawing the shoulder blades down onto my back ribs. So as I lift up, I'm not hitching my shoulders up to my ears, okay? So we're coming up, but we're drawing those shoulder blades. We've got them activated. Just a little squeeze on the ball. That's it, good. Good, 4 more. Okay, and then hold the upward position. Take the ball out, draw those shoulder blades down, and take a little lean back. And then coming up. So you're activating through the front tummy to stabilize your spine. So it's like you're doing it is quite a strong exercise on the legs. Draw your shoulder blades down, lift the crown of the head up long and tall. So we're lengthening out of the spine. Tummy's switched on. You feel that tummy activate to support you coming back. That's it, good. There's 2 to go. Good job. All right, pop your ball down and grab your band. And you're going to kneel on the band on one side and hold on to the band in that same arm. Take the other arm down by your side. Now bring your arm up. Looks like a stop sign position. What we're going to do here, I just want you to keep your arm there to start with and just side bend. You need to have a bit of resistance on the band. Side bend. Now, if you don't have sore shoulder issues, you're going to add, you're going to bring your arm up and over. Okay, so if your shoulder's okay, up and over. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep the breath going. So this is an exercise that's called over the moon. Try to keep your spine lengthening so you're nice and long. And the action is side flexion. The arm just comes with you if you've got that range. That's it. Keep that breath going for 4 more. Good. Last one. Okay, and then keep holding the band in that hand. I want you to push across the body and a little rotation. So push across, again, just as far as you can practice it, coming across your body like you're pushing something away around your body. So you're pushing it out, bring it back in. Rotate through the thoracic spine. A little bit of, you will get some pelvic movement. but it's mostly thoracic spine. Good. Keep the shoulders down. Don't let them hitch up here. As you start to fatigue, you might start to do these ones. Draw them down. 3 more. Breath in, breath out. Keep breathing. Last one. Okay, now stay on that, kneeling on that side, but take the band in the other hand. And we're going to draw the sword. So you hold the band so it's got enough resistance on. You're going to lift it up and extend. Now again, sore shoulders, you might just want to go to here. Okay, so any shoulder issues, imagine you're taking your sword out of your side pocket and you're lifting it up. So just a little here. If you've got full range, take the arm out to the side, push the hand up, and look, follow the eyes follow the hand. We're looking up. But I'm still kind of drawing my shoulder away from my ear. So I'm not letting it hitch up here. So don't work into a range that you haven't got. If you haven't got it, just stick here. Don't start causing shoulder injury. Up nice and tall, breathing for 3 more. That's good. Okay, give the shoulders a roll and swap sides. So now you're going to kneel on the other one, band under that knee. Take the arm just up into a stop sign position, other hand by your side, and just start with a side bend. So focus here is taking that side rib to your side hip. Or just side bending the arm. At this point is not moving. But if you have got no shoulder issues on that side, you start to bring in your side bend and then the arm comes over. Bring it back down. Side bend, take it over. Nice and smooth. Just think smooth breath, good control, good form, not racing, protecting the shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. That's it, 4 to go. That's it, good. Last one. Okay, holding the band, and we're going to push across the body, a little bit of rotation. So just pushing across, think about rotating your sternum around. So just a little rotation through your thoracic spine. Again, draw the shoulders down. Good. For 4, 3, 2, shoulders starting to fatigue. Last one. Okay, swap sides. We're going to draw the sword. So you're holding it down here at your hip. Start with just that action. So you're just lifting the sword out and lowering. You want to have it on enough resistance that that's a little bit of resistance for you to do that. If you haven't got shoulder issues, you might need a bit more stretch. Take it up. So take it up, look at the hands. So grab your sword, look at it, push it up to the ceiling. A little bit of rotation, but just thinking long and tall, out of the crown. Breathing, shoulder blade down for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, drop the band, give your shoulders a little roll. If you can, reach behind and just grab your hands and just open up your chest. Take a stretch. That's good. And then bring one arm across your body, just stretch out the back of your shoulder. So one arm straight, take it across, other arm comes under, that's it. And then swap arms, either straight out, take it across your body, other arm hugs it in. Okay, we're going to come from here Still kneeling, take one foot out to the side. So you've just got your foot kind of flat on the floor and take the hand down to your side. We won't be here for long. Other hand can be behind your head or reaching up to the ceiling. And you're just going to lift that leg for 10, 9, nice and long through the body. I've lost count. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So when you're in this side body support, try to think about your body being kind of like in a long line, right? Take the other leg out so it's directly out to the side of my knee. My hand comes directly down in line with my body. Other hand is wherever you want it. And then we're just lifting for 10, little lifts. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, come on down onto all fours. So set yourself up in 4-point kneeling. Hands, splaying those hands out under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and just coming into some cat-cow. So get that breath going, get that movement nice and smooth, just taking it through your own range, whatever works for you. It doesn't matter if you can't, if you haven't got full range, just softly work with what you have. Breathing in, breathing out, doesn't matter as long as you're breathing. And 2 more. Okay, and then set yourself up nice and long. We're coming straight into our opposite arm and leg extension. Now, you can stick with just alternating here, okay? If that's too much, you can just do a leg slide or a leg extension. So to break it right down, it's just the leg. If your balance is and your core is a bit stronger, you add in the arm. And if you want to take it one step further, we're adding a curl. So we're going arm out, curl it in, take it out, replace. So opposite arm and leg, curl it in, extend, replace. So opposite arm and leg, curl it in. If that's open to you, it doesn't have to be. You can just stick with just getting this nice, strong opposite arm and leg form, nice and steady, or you can simply just do legs. So whatever feels good. Just focus on being nice and smooth with breathing. It's all about control. Long through the crown. Imagine that string pulling the crown, pulling the tailbone out away. So the spine is long. Just one more on each side. And then take yourself back into child's pose. So feet together, knees apart, and just drop down. And just take a stretch there. Nice big deep breath. And then holding it down low, you're going to thread the needle. Got one arm through. Nice big deep breath into the back ribs. And swapping sides. Other arm goes through. Okay, coming back up, we're just going to do one more little opposite arm and leg exercise, and that is a little pulse. So you've got your opposite arm and leg there, and you're just doing a very small pulse of the arm and leg. The leg is straight for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And swapping sides. So draw your shoulder blades down away from your ears. Extend the leg, extend the arm, and then little pulses. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good job. Now come up and just give your wrists a little shake. We're going to finish off here with doing a plank. So plank options are knee plank. So you're on your knees, you just take your arms a little bit further forward and just try to drop your hips. So think about being from the crown of your head down to your knees, you're a long plank. Most of you will be okay with full plank, okay? So get your hands set, take one foot back, tuck the toes under, draw those shoulder blades down, anchor, take the other foot back, and you're a plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Drop the knees, come back into child's. Make it modified child this time, knees together, and bring your arms down by your side. Big, deep breath. And then coming back up, one more plank. So your choice, knees or full. So finding whatever position you prefer. Coming into your plank and holding it there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Drop the knees and come on down onto your tummy. Just bring your hands, your forehead onto your hands, bend your knees up, windscreen wiper your legs from side to side. Just let your head be heavy there for a second. Now, option is if you've got a ball, to pop the ball in between your lower part of your legs, so sort of around your ankles, your lower calf. You don't have to do this without a ball. All right, so if you have got a ball or you've got a little towel or something, just pop it in under there and just give a little squeeze. Give the ball a little squeeze. Just a little squeeze or towel. If you haven't, just squeeze your ankles together. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. And then holding a little squeeze on the ball, bring your arms just down by your side. Tuck your chin in so your neck is long and just push through your forearms, lift yourself up into Sphinx. Maintain a little squeeze on the ball and then slowly lower. Just keep going, just in your own time. Push through the forearms. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears so we're not pitching up here. We're drawing down and we're really thinking about pushing through the forearms to lift the sternum up off the floor. Now, if that's enough for you, stay there. If you want to add in some little legs, just curl the legs up into a little hamstring curl as you lift and then lower. So still got a soft squeeze on that ball. Push through the floor, push through the hands, forearm, slowly lower. Breathing in or breathing out, just keep that breath going. Roll the shoulder blades down away from the ears. Three more. Last one. Okay, now lower yourself down. If you can, take your hands behind your head. Keep your forehead on the floor and just lift your elbows off the floor. Just a lift and release. Lift and release. So just the elbows, that's it, good. That's it. Head stays down, shoulders down away from the ears. Keep squeezing the ball or the towel. Just softly. On the next one, hold the elbows up. Lift the head up off the floor. Roll to one side, roll to the other side, back to the middle and lower. Elbows down. And then just repeat. Take a breath in, lift the elbows, lift the head and sternum, touch one elbow, touch the other elbow, and then lower. And keep going, just got 2 more of these. Last one. And lower. Now, just take your arms down by your side. We're coming into full dark now, with or without the ball. So when you're ready, just take a breath in. On the breath out, lift the top body, lift those hands down towards the toes, lift the legs up off the floor. Eyes are down, neck is long. So the eyes should be kind of at the top of your mat perhaps, but looking down and holding it there. Squeeze those shoulder blades for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, turn your head to one side. Just hold your head there and just tilt the pelvis. Little tuck and release. Tuck and release. Just lengthen through the lower back. Okay, arms down by your side when you're ready. Big breath in. On the breath out, coming up, lift the top body, lift the legs. If you've got a ball, you're squeezing the ball, you're reaching the fingers to the toes, your eyes are down, neck is long. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, turn your head to the other side, and just tuck and arch that lower back. Take a big, deep breath into the back ribs. We've got one more. So when you're ready, big breath in, and then lifting up, reach those fingers down, lift the legs, squeeze the ball, hold the shoulder blades, pinch them together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back down, bring the head onto the hands, bend the knees up, windscreen right, wipe the legs again. You can release the ball. Okay, come back now. One more little exercise here. Take your hands above your head if you can. If you can't, you take your arms out and you're in a stop sign position. If you can get your arms above your head, you're just going to then opposite arm and leg lift off the floor. Now, head can be on the floor or softly lifted, but you're still looking down. And if your arms are back here in stop sign, same thing. So if you've got sore shoulders, you can't reach above your head, keep your arms down by your side. If you can be above, keep the neck long. Okay, last option, just to make this a little bit harder, is come into your both hands and arms off the floor, arms and legs off the floor, and we're swimming. And you can swim down here and stop sign. Little flutter with the arms, with the legs. Flutter away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Just bring the hands back onto the head and just tuck that tailbone under again. Tuck it under so you really stretch and lengthen out through the spine. Okay, and then when you're ready, roll on over onto your back. And just hug your knees into your chest and just give your back a stretch to start with. Little roll. A couple of times one way and then a couple of times back the other way. And then grab a knee in each hand and roll that hip out, all in the socket. Nice big smooth circles. Okay, now again, if you have got a ball, you don't have to do this with a ball. Place one foot, or the ball under one foot. Keep the other knee bent. Ball is under the foot, the heel. And let's just start with a little roll. So just going to roll it in and out. Just set yourself up, find that neutral pelvis. Lengthen out through the spine, the head, the neck. Open up your collarbones, draw your shoulders down. Reach your fingers down towards your toes. And breathe in. Now, if you haven't got a ball, you're just sliding your leg in and out. Your foot can be on the floor or off the floor. So harder off the floor. Take the arms up to the ceiling. And add the opposite arm. Slide it away, bring it back in. Slide it away, bring it back in. So you can use a soccer ball, you can use any kind of ball really. Now remember when we're doing this, we're mindful of the front tummy. We're trying not to let the ribs pop up off the floor. Sink the ribs into the floor and lengthen that head. Not tilting the head back. Keep breathing. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Keep the arms there. Swap sides. So other foot, heel on the ball. Just start with some slides to start with. So just sliding in and out. With or without a ball, you might just be moving your foot in and out. Find that nice neutral position. The other foot's flat on the floor and the knee is pointing up to the ceiling. Bring the arms up, opposite arm overhead as you slide that foot away. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep the breath going. That's it, good. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good job. Okay, take the ball in between your knees. Make sure you've got your band nearby. Just wrap it and let it sit over your pelvis. Okay, and let's just come into a nice easy bridge. So take a breath in, little squeeze on the ball if you've got one, but of course you can do without the ball. And then peeling up off the floor, push through the heels, breathe in at the top, articulate the spine coming down. Just keep going in your own time. Make sure you're focusing on breathing. And one vertebrae at a time. So we're really trying to peel up. And we get to the top, and then one vertebrae like a string of pearls, slowly lowering down. Just take this time to just focus on really good form, pushing through the heels, squeezing into the bottom to lift the pelvis up. And when you're coming up and down, the pelvis should be even. If I had a tray sitting across there, it's horizontal, or it's even, it's not tilting down one side. One more. Now take your band Wrap it over your front hip bones. So just lay it over there and hold it in your hands and then anchor your hands down to the floor and keep going. So you're just adding a little bit of resistance with the band over the pelvis. So peeling up into bridge and then roll it back down. Keep the neck nice and long, keep the shoulders and chest bones soft. Don't push into any, don't strain up into your neck. That's it. Keep breathing. It's really important to keep that breath going here. Gets your diaphragm, your pelvic floor, your deep tummy working. And it's about coordination of all those muscles together that we're looking for here. 2 more. And then hold the top of the bridge. Hold the band and pulse against the band for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Also little hip pulses, so little bridge pulses. Good, and then slowly lower down. Release the band, hug the knees in, little back stretch. Okay, let's stay up here in tabletop, with or without the ball. Take the arms to the ceiling with the band and double arm opener. So just straight into activating those arms. So you're in tabletop with or without having the ball between your knees. If you have, you've just got a soft little tension on the ball. And in this position, so your shins are parallel to the ceiling. Don't let your shins drop down. Lift them up. And your neck is long, your shoulders are still drawing down the back body, down away from the ears. And let's take it into a single arm now. So stabilize with one arm, other arm opens. And in this position, your back should be pretty flat on the floor. So you shouldn't have an arch. Oh, no.
Sorry,
That's all right.
just ignore it. Sorry.
That's no problem.
I should put on silent.
No worries. So keep your back, you're losing the arch here in this position. And we're trying to maintain that soft, long spine on the floor. If you need to come down out of tabletop at any time, then do. Keep doing the arms, put your feet on the floor.
Sorry, everyone.
Okay. Just one more on each side. Come on down, just take a front body stretch. Just lift, take your arms overhead, reach your legs out long. All right, then come back, take your arms out wide, come back up into tabletop and come into your pendulum. So breathe in to lower, breathe out to come back. And again, you're with or without the ball. It doesn't matter. This is a really good exercise without the ball. Legs, shins, parallel to the ceiling, not down here. Okay, so lift your shins up. Shins are up, parallel. That's it. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out to come back. Keep the chest soft, shoulders soft, neck is soft. If you've got tension up into your neck and shoulders, you're going too far. Breathe in, breathe out. Use those tummy muscles to help control the movement of your pelvis. Now, if you're feeling good, I'm going to add the leg extension straight into double leg, or just stay with legs in tabletop. Breathe in.
Nice, smooth control. One more on each side. Okay, bring the legs down. Just take your feet together, let your knees drop out, and just take an adductor stretch. So diamond stretch. So your feet are together and your knees are going to drop open. So feet together, knees open. Just a little diamond stretch. All right, coming back up. We're going to just do a bit of abdominal curling here. So bring your arms down behind your head. Don't pull on your neck at all. So if you need to keep your hands wide, so you just otherwise cradle your head but keep your head heavy. And then when you're ready, just take a breath in, and on the breath out, we're curling up and we're thinking about taking the rib to the hip. Okay, ribs to hips, and then roll it back out. So just keep going in your own time, just a straight up abdominal curl. No yanking on the neck. Okay, so the head's heavy in my hands. So all the work is here in the tummy. The elbows wide. Keep breathing. Take it up and see if you can roll it back down, kind of one vertebrae at a time, like we do in bridge, but we're up now the other way. Okay, take it now into your obliques. So come up and reach to the outside of your knee and then come to the other side. So you're peeling one shoulder blade up off the floor and then slowly lowering it back down. Lift and reach to the outside and then unravel that side. So again, opposite rib now, heading towards my opposite hip. I'm thinking about closing down that space. And again, I'm not pulling on the neck. The neck is heavy. Nice and smooth. Keep breathing. That's it. 2 more. Last one on each side. Good job. Just take a little rest, extend the legs out, give your legs a little shake. One more little abdominal exercise to go. Oh, and then we've got to fit in our glutes. Okay, come on up, take the band, pop it over your shins. So you need to maintain your tabletop position here. So no legs are down here. We're all in tabletop. The band's over, the fingers are long, and I'm reaching my fingers down towards my toes or down towards the bottom of the mat. We're going to lift up and we're pulsing here. So you need to resist the band over your shins. And you can do it without the band. And if your head gets too sore, take the head down and just keep pulsing. Otherwise, hold it there. Keep going. Nice and steady. Hold that little crunch. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Come on down. One more front tummy stretch. Big reach. Big breath into your front tummy muscles. Big stretch. All right, and then you're going to tie your knees up. Get your band over the knees and come into side lying. All righty. So band is on, we're going to go straight into our clam one. So heels together, just lifting. Straight, we've got not much time and lots of glutes to do. I know you love them. So heels together, knees, just that top knee lifting up and controlling it down, keeping the hips stacked. Remember to open up this front body. You can have, if you have a ball, you can hold the ball there for a bit of support if you need. Okay, now option is to keep going with your heels together. Or if you want to work a bit harder, lift the heels up off the floor. And already you should be starting to feel this top glute working. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower. Okay, we're going to take this top knee now, we're going to touch the floor, and then we're going to kick up behind. So you're really pushing that foot up behind. So foot flat, it's like I'm trying to kick the wall behind, push it away. Really focus on that back kick, really get those glutes working. It's not just side glute, it's that big back one. Touch and kick it away. Knee, it's a little internal rotation, and then kick. That's it, good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then just take that top leg out long, and we're circling up and around. So a little movement forward, but again, take your leg back behind you. So focus on the back part of the circle. Come forward a little bit, up and around, but I'm really mostly kicking back. That's so good. 5 to go. Okay, we're just going to do a couple of bow and arrows here before we swap sides. Option is to do it with the band. So just a straight arm book opener, or if you haven't got an extra band, just come into your usual mobilizing bow and arrow. If you've got your armband, add a bit of resistance. Remember, the head stays heavy and the eyes follow that hand. Open it up. Breath in. Get those ribs moving. Breathe out. Nice smooth control. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Just 3 more. Okay, and then flip on over onto your other side. Okay, so heels together and just start lifting that top knee. So your heels are kind of in line with your butt and your hips are sort of stacked. And then lifting the heels up off the floor. Keep going if you can. Option is to keep your feet on the floor. A little bit easier. Slowly open, slowly close. Control that band. It's going to want to pull you back in, but the key is the slower you go, the harder it is. You're really working that glute in both directions. By that I mean when it's lengthening and shortening. Keep breathing into that muscle. Try and keep your upper body relaxed for 5 more. Okay, bring the legs down, touch the knee to the floor, kick it up behind. So it's like doing a, I don't know, donkey kick or something up behind. So push it back, push into your heel. Strong, like you've got that heel and you're really doing a karate kick to somebody behind you. And you're going to move through your pelvis a little bit, that's fine. But try not to move really rock and roll too much, just stabilise through the pelvis as you kick it back. You're really, again, isolating the glute. Breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just into a leg circle. So a little movement forward, but focusing on that back part of the circle. So over and back behind you, a little bit forward, but really work on that back phase. That's it, good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Give it a little rub. If you've got an armband, coming into some bow and arrow. If you haven't got an armband, just doing a mobilizing bow and arrow without the band. Head's heavy and it just rolls with the movement. Breathe in, breathe out. There's another. Just make sure you're using some nice deep breath here to encourage the ribs opening as you open the chest. Try and keep your knees together and just rotate through the thoracic spine. And even take a little pause at that open point. Just feel that stretch all the way down into your hip. For 2 more. Okay, take your knee band off and just come onto your back. Let's just give the glutes a little stretch. So put up onto your knee, reach through and grab your thigh. And just focus on your breath now, taking a few slow, deep tummy breaths. So relax the upper chest, upper body, relax the head, and allow your diaphragm as you breathe in. Big, slow, deep breath, let the tummy rise. Breathe out. 1 more on the side. And swap sides. Just taking a couple of slow, deep breaths. Think about your sit bones widening as you breathe in. So releasing the pelvis, taking the breath all the way down into your pelvis. And then just hold behind one leg, reach that leg up to the ceiling and just point and flex your toes. Just feel that stretch up through the hamstring. And swap legs. Other leg, point and flex. And then just come up into sitting. We're just going to finish with a rotation stretch. So sitting up nice and long and tall on your sit bones. We're going to take one arm behind you to help lift up out of that spine. Opposite hand onto the opposite knee and use that hand to push your body around. And breathe in, and then on the breath out, just see if you can go a little bit further. That nice squeeze of all your organs. Feel that nice stretch through the thoracic spine. And then softly unravel from the belly button, then the ribs, and the shoulders, and then the head. Give it a little roll, and then swap sides. Other hand on the outside of the knee. Breath in, on the breath out, just squeeze it a little further. And then softly unravel and coming back around. Good job, everybody. Well done. Can't see everybody. Hold on, I need gallery view. Okay, now I can see you all. Good job.